What's going on, man? How are you?
What's up, brother?
Good,
yeah,
man.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
I've been waiting.
Oh, yeah? You were waiting on the call?
No, I watch it. You know, a lot of the people that you have on the show, I like or I've been friends with, and so it's been great to see you do something good for the community. So I love it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Well, you're doing something good for the community too.
I try.
You got
I try. I'm a big dreamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a pretty big impact right next door.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, let's just kind of get into you, man. Let's tell me about you and how you kind of got into the space you're in now and the story leading up to it.
So I've always been in hospitality. It's just been in the dental field. So born and raised in Shreveport, Bossier. Went to high school at Northwood and then went to Evangel. From there, I went to the Marine Corps. When I came back out of the Marine Corps, I was already working at a family business, a legacy business, professional denture clinic. So it started in 1971. I started working there in 1995. But it was a family business, and the people that we saw, become a part of our family. So it's more, we're treating patients, but really it's hospitality. And I got into the management side of that type of business, where coordinating schedules, working with doctors, working with surgeons, logistically working with all of my employees. And then I became the owner in 2012. And so I got that structure. I was always hospitality driven, be the front end to make sure that patient feels good, comfortable, because they're going through a horrible procedure.
Yeah.
No one wants to go to the dentist. It's the last place you want to go to. And so when they come in, my goal was to make them feel comfortable, understand exactly what they're trying to do, and then get them, once they've had the procedure done, educate them on what they have to do to get better. And I always wanted to be in the hospitality space. In 2014, I started a food truck and started getting involved with Bo and Peanut. And in 2015, they established Bojack's, and I always had a love for them, always supported them. Their first catering they ever did was at my wedding. And so just loved what they were doing. And I just wanted to be in hospitality service. I've always been in that, but I wanted to get into the entertainment space. I like food and beverage, but I really like entertainment, because the future I see is people are wanting to have experiences. It's not just dining anymore. There has to be an experience attached to that dining. And that's when I start developing this idea about Chasing Aces, and went on a great trip. And from that trip, I was just inspired that I'm going to come back. I've watched my friends build a multi-million-dollar business. They had nothing, broke. They were broke, but they had a passion, will, and desire to make something happen. And that's why you see the East Bank today. I mean, they are the heartbeat of the whole East Bank. And I watched that, and I got so inspired from that. I said, and I wanted to be a part of it with them. I've come and supported, wanted to be a part of it with them, but I got so inspired by that. I said, I'm going to do this, and it doesn't matter what it takes. I'm just going to do it. And so that's the developing background of how Chasing Aces started. I knew we have a community for golf, but really we have a need for FEC places. I mean, families need somewhere to go. They need a safe environment that has entertainment that they can come and feel comfortable with. And Bossier City is the perfect place for that. Our law enforcement's tip top. They don't mess around. When you cross that river, that there's a difference. And we have security at our place all the time, because we want families to come and continue to come and feel safe when they do it, and have the type of amenities that we see in Dallas and San Antonio and Houston. We can be that market. In our MSA, we see our MSA is in Louisiana, but if we take East Texas, South Arkansas, and Louisiana. You got almost 2 million people in that area.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that. They all draw off of Shreveport Bossier.
Yeah, I mean, this area has been a main attraction, specifically the casinos, for so long, and drawing people from all of those areas. And then you're bundling in something different finally, and it's happened down here, it's happening what you're doing, and yeah, like you said, we've needed that for a long time. The tell's always been like, oh, we got to go get out of town and go here or go there so we can do all these things. When now it's being brought here.
Yeah, there's a big push. There's a big push for entertainment where we're at. And it's not just gaming entertainment. The gaming entertainment is great. Okay, what it does, it brings people from Texas, Arkansas, to the Arklatex. But when they come, they're looking for more amenities than they can only spend so much time on that gaming floor.
Yeah.
And what we have to do is build a community around that entertainment base that they've put here. We have a gold mine that we can tap into if we do it right. It's got to be safe, it's got to be clean, and it's got to be friendly to families.
Yeah.
And when we do that, the more businesses we bring down here, the better it's going to get. I mean, I'm very optimistic about it. People beg me not to do this.
Why is that? What were those conversations?
Just because of this market has been notoriously bad for small business people.
Yeah.
When you try to do something on a big scale. But I knew with my partnership with Penn Entertainment, when they came in and said, hey, we want this amenity. They don't have an equity stake in me, but we have a marketing partnership. They wanted me to be there, and they were inviting. The city wanted this. They didn't understand that. They didn't know that I could do it at first because it's just, it's a far-fetched deal. To bring a $25 million development has not come here in the entertainment space besides the casino. So it's been 30 years since anything over $3 or $4 million has been invested in this area. So they were hesitant at first, but once they realized that I'm for real, I'm coming, I'm going to do this, there's nothing that's going to stop me. The city got behind us, and I feel like I'm very optimistic about the corridor between Chasing Aces and East Bank. I'm very optimistic. I think that it's going to be something that's going to keep growing and be a force to reckon with in the entertainment space.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's funny because it's funny what's happened, right? It was like we had the boardwalk landed, and it was. I mean, I always say it's before its time, because it did land and it had a huge success for a little bit, and then everything kind of went to shambles over time, and then what's happening here now started happening in 2018, and then what you're doing, and then development of new casinos and stuff like that, and we're just getting it's like a rehash of everything,
People bash the boardwalk, and let me tell you what happened. I mean, this is economics.
Yeah.
What happened? Boardwalk's built 2005, swinging. 2007, e-commerce comes along.
Yeah.
Okay. By 2010, we all buy our stuff online.
Yeah.
Okay. Now 2025, I promise you don't buy more than 15% of your goods at a retail store.
Not if you're a normal consumer.
No. There are that outliner that says, I'm going to go here and I'm going to wear
but it's not,
whatever this
it's not
is.
enough to make up a splash in the pond.
Yeah, it cannot support or sustain a business.
Yeah. And what, 90% of that was retail?
And all that's retail.
And then you had a few restaurants, and they were pulling from the retail too. So.
The restaurants are needing the retail traffic to be there. And when you go into a place as large as that place and you see, 50% of the shops are empty. Now 70% of the shops are empty. It's not, the development is a great development.
Yeah.
And e-commerce came along, and this is happening all across the country. I promise you. I travel all the time. This is not just here.
I was just recently, we took my daughter to the Galleria last week for her birthday. She'd never been. And just, I remember going there 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and you couldn't walk. And now you're walking around, and I might have seen 500 people over the course of the entire day, including employees.
Yeah, you can ride a go-kart through.
Yeah, it's insane. So, I mean, it's happening everywhere.
Yeah, and so we're going through that, but I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a revitalization. It's going to come back. Is it going to come back tomorrow? No. Are there strategic plans being put in place for it to come back? Yes, there are. The general public doesn't see what's going to happen down there, but I know it. And then I tried to go down there and invest down there, and I lost. I lost $500,000 in the boardwalk, and it didn't deter me about me being bullish about the boardwalk. I was just early.
Yeah.
I was early in what I was trying to do. I mean, I had a good concept. I put it on the river. I mean, if you go out to that river, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful river walk, but it does have its challenges. The size of it. There's retail shops that need to be redeveloped into different things. I believe that it needs to have multifamily there. If you put people there, guess what? They're going to spend and shop there.
Yeah.
And the Roth Group, who owns the boardwalk, is highly invested in it, and they're really ready to make a move to make more investment to make that place an entertainment district. There's not just conversations going on. There's action being done. I'm not in all of these meetings, and I'm not, can tell exactly what's going on, but I know from the administration, Tommy wants this to be successful. The council wants this to be successful. The ownership of the boardwalk want this to be successful, and they're having aggressive meetings with all the big players surrounding it to make that happen. And I believe that it's going to come back. It's going to take 5-10 years, but in 5-10 years, this whole district is going to be popping.
Yeah. That's why I feel like it was before its time. But it really is evolution too, right? And just what it takes, everyone playing together to make all this happen.
It does.
You know what I mean? And that's been the great thing about everything down here and the developments of everything that you've done, and partnering with, like you said, the entertainment companies, and just everyone being able to work together cohesively, brings it up.
When I started this, I probably had about a 3% chance of it being successful. I got told no so many times, but I knew that I was going to do it. I knew in my heart that I was going to be able to do it, and I wasn't going to give up until I did it. But when I started that, Bo and Peanut, they let me use that back room anytime I wanted. I held more.
I remember walking through it. Yeah, I remember walking through
there. I've got illustration. I'm bringing people in there that I'm talking to anybody. Most of the people I brought there, they couldn't do anything. But it wasn't going to deter me, because there was that one that did.
Yeah.
There was that one that believed in me, and now we've produced it, and now it's going across the country. I've got other deals because now that this is built, and this is going to be the springboard, and I'm going to keep my corporate business right here in Shreveport-Bossier. I've got my corporate office in the boardwalk. It's a wonderful office. I love it. It's a great space for me, and I'm going to keep it here as I go across the country. And I'm going to use the Shreveport-Bossier location to tweak and build new technology as I bring it to the areas that I'm going to. So
that's cool. That's a good move, and that's another thing, having a home base. There's not very many home base corporate businesses here. You know what I mean? There's a love-hate with Shreveport-Bossier. I'm from here. I understand the pain points that people have, but we have a great community. It's a great community. I've been here for almost 50 years. I'm 47 years old, and I've never been shot. Yeah.
I've never been shot. It's amazing. I've never been shot in my life. And I will, the people that have fear of coming to our market, that kind of stuff happens in every market. But it seems to be that the loudest voices have a negative output on our community. And I'm a positive. I'm positive about our community. I'm bullish about our community. And if we want to change our community, it starts with us. What we think and what we perceive it's going to be is what it will be. And that's one person at a time. If you want to affect the world, you have to start with yourself and then the person in front of you. And then that chains into the voice that changes the world. And that's how things work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's been so many, which I've had this discussion many times, but there's been so many people that want to complain, but the people that are complaining are the ones that aren't willing to do anything anyways.
Bring me a solution.
Right? So, yeah, you're not creating a solution. Your bitch, your gripe about this or that's not producing anything. But the ones that are not listening and taking chances and doing things and getting all those no's before they get a yes and doing like making impact is what's going to continue to make this place.
There's
good.
Still people that say, it won't last a year. You're gonna fail. That's why I don't have any social media.
Yeah.
I don't have any at all. I'm not listening. No one will dictate what I do but me. And if I win or fail, I hadn't failed. I've brought what I said I was going to bring to this community, and I'm going to continue to bring it.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue to innovate and be the inspiration that's going to help pull this forward. And it's not just me. It's people like Bo and Peanut. It's people like you. It's people like the people at Flying Heart. It's like Dave Albus. I mean, this guy built out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. You
know why? Because he knew.
Yeah.
He knew what he could do. He brought a good product to the market. He brought the first ever, small venue concert to the market. Brought the best barbecue place we have to the market. But when you go there, it's an experience.
Yeah.
It's not just, ribs and cold cuts. It's an experience, and people like that and people like the people down at East Bank, we're providing an experience. And that's what people want. And we just have to look through the forest and just keep plugging.
Yeah.
And the people that are the naysayers that don't think it happened, guess what? You're not doing anything in this community.
Exactly.
Okay? If you were doing something in this community, you wouldn't have time to talk about the negative things.
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at it.
We completely align on that. So walk me through, tell me and tell everyone what it is, what you guys have, and like the whole layout. If you can just put it in, I know it's visually it's a lot easier to see.
Yeah.
Just put it into words.
What's the hard part is when I'm going and telling people this and it's not built.
That's what I'm saying. You probably pitched it enough.
I pitched this to investors. I was like, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, and then before it was built, and not many people could grasp it.
How many times did that change along the way?
So my core base was, the driving range putting course and the par 3 lighted golf course. And so that was the core of it, because I knew that the entertainment driving range would bring enough economics, enough capital to support the other stuff. And once it got off and could support itself. So I wanted to create something that had streams of revenue. And so what Chasing Aces is an entertainment driving range similar to what you would see at Topgolf, except for we partnered with InRange, which has a more intuitive game console and I believe is an all-around better experience. Then we have a par 3 lighted golf course that has proprietary technology that I'm doing with some cameras.
Okay.
We have the hole-in-one experience on the golf course that's attached to local nonprofits. So there's a prize pool that gains every day on each hole separate. So like hole 1 is the Shriners, hole 2 is Heart for Hope, hole 3 is the Good Store, hole 4 is St. Jude's. So we used, and on and on and on. We have community partners that support the hole, and then we have nonprofits that if somebody hits a hole-in-one, that participant gets a portion of it, and then we give the rest to the nonprofit.
I like that.
We don't make any money off of that part, but what it does is it creates a level of excitement, and it gives back to the community.
Yeah, you're getting it 3 different ways, because you have the nonprofit that's excited about it, is going to promote it, then you have you who are pushing it, and then you also have the consumer who wants to win the prize. And they're investing in it, so it's like it's making money you're not. It's what is that? That'd be like a passive donation almost, because you're contributing to both, and you're not having to put any money into it.
Right. So we had to donate $9,000 to start it,
right,
and then the technical infrastructure to build it, which
right,
cost us about $250,000. So we had to do that part, but now it's participant pays, they're donating.
Yeah.
It's a donation.
Yeah.
And if they happen to hit a great shot, and we've already had 7.
I saw a buddy of mine, David Riley, got one. I know David.
Hey, look, this guy. I watched that. I was there, so I was in Sarasota, Florida, trying to get this deal done, and we had our second Tuesday night tournament. So it's at 7 p.m. We do a tournament on Tuesday nights, and I get a call that says, "Hey, there's been 3 hole-in-ones." I said, "No way." We had, because we had one the first night,
yeah,
and then we hadn't had any since. He says, "Yeah, there's 3 hole-in-ones," and I'm like, "Oh no, you're gonna have to send me the video." And anyway, I get a call about 15 minutes later. "Hey man, there's been 4 hole-in-ones hit," and I said, "No way! I mean, somebody's messing with me."
Yeah.
And anyway, David Martinez is my general manager. He called me at about midnight. He says, "Man, we've had 5 hole-in-ones hit." And I said, "David, don't call me. I'm busy."
What are the odds of that? That's crazy.
I don't think that's ever happened before.
That's insane.
Like, I think Chasing Aces setting records already.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So anyway, so he was one of them. He was 2 guys. One was a kid. Okay, it was David Tom's nephew, Casey Toms. He hit 2 of them. He hit one on hole 5 and hole 9.
That's insane too.
So with our donation, you have to be 21 to participate. And then the other 2 guys didn't donate, but Riley did. And dude, it's probably the best shot he's ever hit.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, he hits it and it goes past the hole and then cuts back and then goes in, and they just go nuts.
Yeah.
So capturing that experience is what my technology is about. So I want to take that experience and give it to, even if you don't hit a hole-in-one, I'm creating a technology where that little clip will go to your email or your SMS. You'll get an experience for every hole. And I'm automating it. Right now, I'm doing the production myself. I have a production team that's doing it.
Right.
And then, but eventually, like, we're rolling it out. I'm trying to roll it out in October. We're going to automate that, and so you'll get these 9 experiences when you leave off the course, whether you hit a hole-in-one or not.
Pay like a additional fee to get the.
No.
Oh, you're giving it to them. There you go. Even
Yeah,
better.
I give it to them now.
Because you go any other destination, like a vacation or something, they're like, next thing you know, you're paying for photos and getting you on this and they're getting on that.
What it does for us is it creates this huge awareness.
Well, yeah, it's free marketing for you. Well, not free, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course none of it's free. But I'm saying it's another level of, it's another level of organic marketing for you.
It is.
Because they're going to spread the word for you. It's just less work on you.
That's right. So the analytics behind it is, we give them 9 pieces of intellectual property that we're going to give them, and our nonprofit gets exposed to that. Our person who sponsors the hole gets exposed to it, and then we get exposed to it. So that's all going to be bordering the footage that we capture. And so we have that platform. When they get it, if you have 100 people play the golf course, then you've created 900 pieces of intellectual property. If you only have 10% of them that actually get onto the internet, you've just created 90 pieces of intellectual property, marketing pieces and the average person has 500 people in their contact.
Yeah. Do the math. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
It's great.
So this is a machine that just keeps going.
Yeah.
And then when you get multi-locations, it just gets, bigger and bigger. So those are the type of, I've got a couple other technologies that I'm building that are attached to experiences. In the golf space, they're consumed with, the tech golf space is consumed with, how can I show them how to spin rate of their ball or how fast. 99% of us, it doesn't matter. That stuff is not going to make you a better golfer.
Right.
What is going to touch the needle is creating a better experience for them, capturing a moment that they've never had before. And so the technologies that we're going after create an experience for the guest, and then also create a benefit for the people that sponsors, and it shows light on the nonprofits that are attached to us.
I got you. Well, and what other stuff so you got food and drink too? Like what else? What do you?
I feel like our food and beverage is killing it. So usually when something opens, you go, this food sucks, and this is we haven't had any of that.
What's that look like? Like handhelds and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's your basic fare food. We've elevated bar food, so we've got a smash burger. I think we got the best wings in town. We're doing cheese fries. We've got bang bang shrimp. Your basic. If you want some cheese sticks, so you want pizza, we do it.
Gotcha.
And it's really, I am so proud of the food and beverage we put together. These type of facilities are notorious for low end, not very good quality, and so that was one of my things. So when I was looking at Topgolf, they're a great model. They do $1 billion worth of revenue. I respect the hell out of them. But what I did when I was doing this is I looked at every 1-star review that they had. I looked at thousands of reviews because they have 100 locations. So, but what it is that service, quality of food, and wait time. Okay. We went to a reservation style system where you have to make a reservation to come in to combat the wait time. There are some pain points in that, meaning people can't come.
You can't just show up, yeah.
You can show up.
Okay.
You can show up, and there is availability for you, but it's a limited availability. Okay.
Right.
I've experienced this, and then if you look at the reviews, some people say I had to wait 2 hours to hit a golf ball. Well, we want you to come, and so we developed a reservation system and we're still tweaking it. We're going to get that piece down. The second thing is the service. So this market, we wanted to make sure that we got top quality people, so I brought in the best in the golf industry. So I think David Martinez and Mike Minton are the top.
Shout out.
Yeah, they're my boys. I'm ride or die with them because I know how much they care and the type of hospitality that they bring to the table, and that bleeds down into the bartenders, the servers, the golf, the ambassadors that we have. Do we make mistakes? Of course we do.
You're just open, man. You literally just built. Literally, this is the first model. What are you talking about? Of course, there's going to be mistakes. Yeah,
there's mistakes, but the culture behind it is really good. So I'm very excited about the type of service that we're providing as a whole. You have the one-time experience that people, you're not going to please everybody, but our motto is you have 80% of people that are going to be happy regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
You have 10% of people that are going to die hard, love you no matter what. And you've got 10% that no matter what you do, they're going to get on the internet and say, you're the biggest piece of shit on earth.
Yeah.
That's just how the world works. And it's, people have platforms and they can voice their opinion on that. And I don't look at any of that. I look at that. I'm going to take that 80% and make it the best experience possible for them. And so service was the second one, and the one that I wanted to make sure was the best was food and beverage. So we went out, got the best Angus beef you can buy, and I'm not making very much on my hamburgers because I'm putting out a quality hamburger. It's the best beef you can buy, and I told the food service industry, I want the best wing that I can get. I don't care what it costs. I want the best wing I can get, and I believe we have it. So when you come and eat there, you're gonna get quality food. If you don't, call me.
What is that? So what does that look like opening and stuff? Like you every day? Like what does the schedule look like and times and stuff?
Yeah, we're open every day. We open at 11.
Okay.
We're open till 11 at night on the weekdays, and then we're open to 1 a.m. on the weekends.
Nice. So
yeah.
Some late.
So I wanted to catch the back end of Bojacks have a great following.
Yeah.
They have great business.
Yeah.
They're shutting down at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I want to catch that. I want to catch that wave after they're closing.
Yeah.
Those people are going somewhere.
Yeah.
I want them to come. I want to come to my place, and not competing, but synergy.
No, it's like what we talked about. Everyone working together.
Yeah, it's a work together deal, and we're people are there hitting balls at 11 o'clock. It's crazy, and I didn't know what to think. My goal was to create an environment where a woman or a child could come to our facility and have a good experience and feel safe and not, be overwhelmed by or intimidated about
bored in the corner or something,
yeah.
not interested.
And that happened.
Yeah.
So like the people that I have coming in, it's not golfers. I mean, we do have golfers, but the majority of the people that are coming in, 75% of the people coming in are non-golfers. And they're coming for an experience. When we put the home run dugout room, the entertainment baseball, I mean, people are over the moon for that. I mean, I thought it would just be kids' birthday parties, but you got grown men in there slinging a bat. So if you repair shoulders in this city,
you need to sponsor.
Holler at your boy.
You need to sponsor that.
Holler at your boy. You need to get the Spine Institution needs to call me.
Yeah. Sponsor that attraction.
Yeah.
Well, so
one point I wanted to make is, so I had a real push for women to bring women into this sport. 43% of the people that walk through that door are women.
Well, there you go.
I know, and it's like when I got that statistic in my hand, I was just like, okay, now we've created an environment where they feel safe to come, because the numbers wouldn't be that big if they didn't. So, and the fact that we have Bossier PD on staff there all the time to make sure that experience is a good experience.
Yeah, that's one thing that's helped immensely in this area down here too. Just having that presence. They're there if you need them, but being that they're there, you don't need them.
Yeah, they're not.
If you do,
they never bother people.
Exactly.
But you're not going to get out of line.
Yeah.
If you throw a punch at our facility, you're banned for life.
Yeah.
I'm banning you for life. I don't care if you're my best friend. You're never coming back, because if we let the security slip, then our business will slip.
Yeah.
And we want a safe environment for anybody to come, regardless of where you're from, what you look like, or who you are. I want you to feel safe and comfortable when you come to our facility, and we're not playing around with that.
So it's funny because I'm not a golf person at all. And honestly, I've never played a full round of golf. I was in oil and gas for a long time before I got transferred in this space, and that's how I got into the cooking stuff. Is we would cook for tournaments.
Yeah.
Well, I would sponsor some stuff when I was doing sales, and I would go try to play a couple holes, but it just was never my thing, right? But it's cool to see something that, like, this is something I could go do and enjoy. I just can't spend all day on a golf course unless I'm cooking and drinking and just hanging out while everyone else is playing. That's kind of always been my feel. But it's cool that you can just bring someone who has absolutely no experience, and they don't have to be intimidated, and they can show up and have a good time.
Yeah, but roughly, you can do any of these experiences in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Where six hour round of golf, I hate it too.
Yeah.
I love golf and I hate it.
Yeah.
If I have to play more than 3 hours, it's like, get me off of this place.
What does it look like? Are you going to do some tournaments and stuff? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, it's already happening.
Sweet. That's all, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, because I've been a part of so many, like the catering aspect of it, showing up and hanging out, and it's or sponsoring them or whatever. And those are always the good times, right?
Our first one is going to a good cause, and it's first. Eric.
Yeah, I know Eric. Eric's been on here. Yeah,
Eric's a great guy. So they're doing their tournament to hear the Warriors Classic, And so first is coming, and that's on October 4th. And so basically what this is you get to play with service members or first responders.
Okay, cool.
And if you get a team, you're going to actually play with them and get to meet them and make an impact in their lives. So if you don't have anything going October 4th, you need to get with First and get signed up on that, because it really makes an impact in the community, not just for the airmen, but also your linemen, your first responders, and a lot of what they do is help people for mental health. And what I like about that organization is everything that they do, every money that they collect goes to a cause. It's not a bloated corporate company that 5% of it goes to the cause. That money goes to the cause. These guys are warriors for it. So Brian, Trent, Eric, I love you guys for that. I mean, it's great, because I'm a veteran. Luckily, I've never had too many mental health issues. I mean, I'm crazy, but I've never had too many mental health issues.
Yeah.
But I know, and have been involved with some people that do, and it's a serious thing, what they have to go through, and firefighters have it the worst. I mean, the stuff that they have to see on a daily basis with car accidents, and they're always going to a trauma, man.
Yeah, man. Police officers and firefighters see so much shit that's not talked about. That man, it's I've had conversations, a lot of conversations on air and off, stuff that you can't imagine. Oh,
I know. I was a police officer in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And so one of the first things I ever saw was a huge fatality, and it was just, you're a kid.
Yeah.
And a lot of these firemen and police officers, they're kids.
Yeah, they're young, man.
I mean, they're 30 years old. I mean, when I was 30 years old, I was a kid.
Yeah.
They're kids. They're not, ready to see that kind of stuff. And, so your military sees it, your first responders see it. And they do a really good job of making a difference in their life and trying to push to get some change, in an individual's life. So I really like those guys.
Yeah, man, they've been great. We had him on and talked about a lot of that stuff, and I'm full support of what they have going on. Well, man, what else before we wrap this thing up? Is there anything else you want? Did we cover everything there? That's in there. Do you have anything else?
So we have the entertainment driving range, the putting course, the par 3 lighted golf course, the hole-in-one experience, and the home run dugout. Those are our bases, and we have the sports bar. And on Monday nights, I'm doing this. I do 2 live streams too.
Okay.
So I started this first live stream closest to the pin on Friday nights.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna get 300 or 400 people to watch it. We had 10,000 people.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was great.
Heck yeah.
It was great. So now I'm going to do a long drive contest.
Okay.
And so we're going to do it on Monday night during the football game. So that's pretty cool.
That'll be fun. A little bit of competitive action while you're watching the game.
All you got to do is hit one shot.
Yeah, you get pissed off that your team didn't win. I'm going to go over here and hit the hell out of a ball.
Yeah. I'm just excited for the community. A big part of me and how I've been able to get here is through my faith. So I'm a strong believer in Jesus Christ. He's made a way for me every time I had an obstacle. He came in and was able to provide a person, a thing, or a thought that got me to the next level. And all of this we see here is a material thing, but the real goal is to use this and be a platform for his ministry, and that's what I'll do. So I do a prayer breakfast for free every other Saturday at Chasing Aces at 9 o'clock, and everything I do and everything I build will be for the kingdom. So I want that to be known.
That's awesome,
everywhere
man.
I go.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's good. Well, man, I had a good time just kind of learning about everything. I didn't really know, I didn't know the full extent of everything, but honestly, I think I want to go there today.
Well, come on.
Down here, for real, because I haven't been yet, and I feel bad saying that, but I kind of wanted to wait and talk with you before I go and get kind of the layout. But it's been on my list. I'm like, man, Ben, who does the tequila talk with me, he's working up there some.
I love Ben.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. He's like, and he's been involved in golf forever, and he's like, man, you come up here, and every time something's going on, I can't make it.
He's such a great ambassador for me. I was so happy when we were doing the hiring, the job interviews and stuff. When I saw him, I was like, hey, buddy, you do the tequila deal? And he says, yeah. And I was like, I'm so glad to have you. And I have tons of people just like Ben that have came in and worked for me. So I was so nervous about, the hiring in this market. And I was so surprised about the quality of people that want to make a difference that have come that I've never thought would come here. So thank you, Ben. Thank you for being who you are. Really, it's like, that those simple little deals make a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, he makes a difference in people's lives because of how you can just see a glow inside of him, and he genuinely cares about people. And if we all get behind that, everything changes.
Yeah. No,
so
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, let's wrap it. I appreciate your time
Thank
today.
you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Yeah.